Hello anime lovers, welcome back to this channel in which we talk about what we love. In this video we're going to talk about anime which are similar to Miss Kuroitsu from the Monster Development Department. Anyway, Miss Kuroitsu from the Monster Development Department, or Kaijin Kaihatsu-bu no Kuroitsu-san in Japanese, is a fantasy comedy anime series which airs in winter 2022. The series is adapted from a Japanese comedy manga series written and illustrated by Hiroaki Mitsuzaki. The series will follow the life of the researcher in the Monster Development Department of the evil organization Agastya. With the nature of comedy anime, this is probably cliché, with all stories combined with comedy elements. Thus we will discuss about several anime which are similar to Miss Kuroitsu from the Monster Development Department. Here's a video of anime which are similar to Miss Kuroitsu from the Monster Development Department you can watch in your leisure time. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe this channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest video. Enjoy the video! Number 5. Science fell in love, so I try to prove it. If we talk about an absurd research, we probably will put this romance comedy anime to the list. Aired in winter 2020, the series is adapted from a Japanese romantic comedy manga series by Alfred Yamamoto. Shinya Yukimura and Ayame Himuro are young but extremely brilliant data scientists at Saitama University, and both of them strongly believe in math as the most powerful instrument at mankind's disposal to understand all things. They conduct different experiments about something complicated about love. This story highlights how the researchers conduct different experiments to quantify the feeling of love. Number 4. Heaven's Design Team. Still with the comedy anime which aired in winter 2021, this slice of life fantasy anime is adapted from a Japanese comedy manga series written by Hebizo and Suta Suzuki and illustrated by Tarako. The story will present the busy life of heaven. The series also serves to illustrate biology of real-life animals and their characters, as well as explaining some biological issues regarding mythical animals. All this while showing the concept of design thinking such as testing and prototyping. Number 3. Konosuba. Having several similarities into the comedy concept, Konosuba is an anime series which aired in winter 2016. This adventure comedy anime is adapted from a Japanese light novel series written by Natsume Akatsuki. The story follows a young man which is reincarnated and lives in the fantasy world with goddess and party that looks useless. Using the point of view of a person who has high luck, the story will follow the protagonist in his adventures to various places with a story that ends in obscurity. Number 2. The Dungeon of Black Company. Adapted from a Japanese manga series by Yohei Yasumura, The Dungeon of Black Company is a fantasy comedy anime which aired in summer 2021. The story will follow a NEET as he should have prepared for the bright future. A portal suddenly appears and brings him to a fantasy world where he ends up enslaved to a mining company extracting crystals from a dungeon. The protagonist tries to regain financial stability by any means necessary, gathering himself an unusual adventuring party in the dungeon. And of course, here's the number 1. Combatants will be dispatched. Lastly, we have an action comedy anime which is adapted from a Japanese light novel series written by Natsume Akatsuki and illustrated by Kakao Lanthanum. Aired in spring 2021, the series will follow a man and an android girl as they are assigned to conduct reconnaissance to a foreign place which is ordered by their organization. With various unexpected and absurd events, this anime will offer a comedy that is quite interesting and unusual. So, those are the list. What do you think? Do you agree? Or you have your own opinion? If you do, tell us in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and share this video to your friends. Thank you so much. See you again next time. Bye bye.